Okay, we're gonna need your help today because we were just inside this brand new Highland 80-foot model home, and Keith and I had a little bit of a fight over it. He's saying it's too small and compartmentalized, while I'm saying it is perfect. In today's video, we've got so many homes to show you. It was very tough to narrow it down because we're right here in Elyson. We've filmed Elyson before, but they have a brand new model home park with 17 different building options. They've got 8 different builders building a lot of different product sizes, but there were 4 homes that really stood out because they all have some really unique features. Like the second one we're gonna be showing you, Newmark 70-foot product, has some of the most modern finishes that we've seen. So if you're looking for that California modern, we've got you covered. And the last home we're gonna show you is actually Westin's brand new 45-foot product. They've only started to recently build it in a couple communities in and around Houston. I think you're gonna wanna stick around for that one because it is going to give you all those features without breaking the bank. But this community is amazing. When it's all said and done, there's gonna be about 6,000 homes, and they're about halfway through completion. We're in Katy, Texas, but the best part about Elyson is you're right in between Cypress and Katy. So you're gonna have access to everything that Katy and Cypress both have to offer. And this area is really starting to explode. We're right off of Highway 99, which is that third outer loop here in the Houston area that gives you that convenient commuting access to get to downtown, but also get to other suburbs here in the Houston area. But one of my favorite things about filming a second model home park is that means that they've already built the amenities. And the amenities here in Elyson really are top notch. They've got your lakeside landing, which has your resort style pool as well as your lap pool. And there are parks and playgrounds and over 145 miles of hike and bike trails throughout this community. And did I mention Katy ISD schools, the school district that everyone raves about? Every single home we're gonna show you today, or every home that you could buy in this neighborhood, is zoned to Katy ISD. So let's settle this debate. We're gonna get you inside. I want you to let us know down in the comments below, do you agree with Keith? Is this home too compartmentalized, or do you agree with me and do you absolutely love it? So Highland Homes is actually building 3 different products here. That's how big Elyson is. But I wanted to save the best for first. This is their 80-foot product. Let me just spin around because this is what we were talking about when Keith was saying these homes are compartmentalized. I personally love it. Everybody's doing these big open concept homes these days. And you'll see here in a second that this home opens up quite a bit, but it also has character. It's got dimension, it's got texture, but just the natural architectural features of the Highland are very nice. You've got these taller ceilings. They added the wood beams coming in through here. And this is a really good sized office. I would say it's plenty of space if you're actually using it as a dedicated home office. And when you get into homes this big, you're not having to borrow a bedroom to turn it into an office. There's a dedicated space for literally everything. Now, I do like how they did the nice built-in bookshelves over here. And these floors, I absolutely love. In fact, they mixed it up. They did like a herringbone pattern, and then over here, you've got it going straight. So come over here. I want you to see what Keith's talking about. This is what we mean by kind of compartmentalized. The home doesn't immediately open up. It's got a little bit of an old school vibe to it. But one thing Highland does in their model homes, and I actually stole this inspiration and did it in my home, is they have a ton of millwork in their model homes. Now, their inventory homes don't come standard with any of these features, but it is something that you can upgrade later. And I definitely think it really kind of makes the home more elevated and a lot more classy. So you've got this really nice high-end kind of upgraded iron staircase, and then you've got real wood treads that match the real wood floors down here. But I want to get you into the main heart of the home. So as we're walking through here, before you get there, you do have a media room, and this is on the first floor. And you really can't do this in these smaller home products, but you're able to do this when you get on these big 80-foot lots. And 80-foot lots are huge. They're 80 feet wide, which means this home is actually 70 feet wall to wall. So you can really feel it when you come in here. You feel the amount of space, plenty of space, and man, they just spared no expense when it comes to the millwork in here. And we're gonna get you pricing at the end of this video. We're gonna tell you exactly what this home would cost, and we're gonna share with you what some of their move-in ready homes cost right now. But I want you to check this out. I don't think this is compartmentalized. This room is massive. This is the great room. This is that big family living room. And personally, I think Highland does a great job of kind of mixing and blending open spaces where you want it, but then not making the house one big echo chamber. I like the compartmentalization. There's not bedroom doors right off the main living area. It sounds dampening, and it's just really good for the overall livability of the home. But we're gonna start over here in the kitchen. Massive kitchen island, easily fits 4 bar stools, not crammed at all. And then you've got the waterfall edge with the quartz countertops. You're gonna get some really high-end finishes in the Highland. And here's what I'll say. Highland is building in their 80-foot products here, but they're also building in their 65 and their 55-foot products. all of their products are gonna have the ability for you to go to the design center and pick out the same level of finishes that you see right here in this 80-foot product. They're really well known in some other neighborhoods where they build their smaller products of being the smaller square footages with the high-end finishes. So you can have a lot of different options when it comes to the different appliances with Highland, especially if you build with them, so you can upgrade your appliances. And then check this out. They've got your hidden pantry tucked over here in the corner. They've got some boxes tucked away in here, but then you're also going to have kind of like a little study nook. So you got your desk, extra cabinets, plenty of storage here in the kitchen. And then I like these. Let's see what colors they got. So they're all the same color cabinets. They're not doing the two-tone, but they wrapped the fridge. It goes all the way up. And I love when they take the cabinets all the way up to the ceilings. And speaking of ceilings, come over here. Check this view out. It doesn't get much better than that. That is incredible. So you're sitting over here at the kitchen sink and you've got so much space. You've got 2 dining spaces here. We've talked about this a lot in our channel. I have this in my home. I love the informal dining room being in the middle of this big great room. It just connects where you live so people aren't all spread out. You can cook in the kitchen. You can see the TV that would be above the fireplace. They've got some cool gold chain looking art over there. I don't know exactly what that is, but it looks nice. But everything just lives really well here. But you're also gonna have kind of your informal kind of kitchenette area. So plenty of places to eat. Honestly, probably too many options if we're looking at it. And then this banquette here is a great upgrade. They've got it for wine storage. Now I will say this, with little kids, terrible idea. I see about 100 messes in about 30 seconds with what's going on right now. But for those of you that don't have little kids, it's absolutely gorgeous. Continuing with plenty of storage. And you've got options with Highland. You could do the kind of glass faces on these and give it a nice showpiece, or if you're more like me, you're gonna wanna close that up so you can be a little bit messier. As far as appliances go, you're gonna have options with the gas burners, but you're typically gonna see an upgraded gas burner like this right here. This is a little different. This is a kind of a built-in full range. So you've got an oven down below, and this is a huge oven. So you've got a double oven setup. You got one over there and then one actually under. That's not common in this price point to have one underneath the gas range. And then if you don't know what these are, be careful. I've said it before. These are pot fillers. So you actually have plumbing run up behind the wall here and you can fill up your pots and you don't have to go make this very long journey over to the sink. I don't know. Anyways, first world problems, I guess. It's all about the touch points. Now, you want to spend a little bit of money, you start to open up the house, you put these sliders in the house. These sliders are a game changer, and Highland is known for them, but they've got not 1, not 2, but they've got 3. They have a whole wall of sliders. And this is a huge covered patio. One of the things I love are when the covered patio ceilings are massive, and these are like 16-foot ceilings. I mean, check out this opening here. So it gets hot here in Texas. You're gonna want some shade cover. Now, it happens to be January and it's like, you know, sunny and 50 degrees out, which is great. But in the summer, having this big patio is kind of a non-negotiable. Now, you got a lot of features out here. This isn't standard. This is an extended patio that they just added on, but this would come in standard. And what they did is if you build any kind of pool, you're typically gonna just pick whatever your pool decking is, and then you're gonna have your pool company overlay it to match the patio. And that's exactly what they did here. Now, if you wanted to do a gas outdoor kitchen, they've got a gas stub out right here. So you could tie that gas line in and build your outdoor kitchen. And then right over here, I'll be honest, they kind of crammed a lot of furniture out here. I don't know if this would be like my layout at all. I think it kind of diminishes how big this space really is, and it's kind of hard to walk through, but they do have a built-in gas fireplace out here, which is a really nice touch, really nice upgrade. Okay, so now we're right back in here. This is that informal dining room I was talking about. And I don't know, we use this a lot in our house. It's very nice to have the connectivity with the kitchen and the island with little kids. You know, we set the high chairs up over here. But in this house, you'd probably would use the kitchenette. Now, coming down here, one thing I want you to notice, this is a big 2-story home, but I like that it's not completely open to the upstairs. They have these little Juliet balconies that are really cute. It's that same kind of metalwork that you see on the staircase. So it's connected, but it's not. It's just the perfect amount of, I guess, yeah, connectivity to the upstairs. Now, pretty good size, dedicated living space. And really your only walkways along that wall of windows. And so once you're over here, it just feels warm and cozy. Yes, it's one big room, but in this little area, it's not. You put the TV up over here. I will say, you've got some different configuration options with the fireplace. I appreciate that they have a gas fireplace. I really do. So this is a gas fireplace. It's kind of a blend. They're doing those modern electric ones these days. This one's got the glass inside instead of the fake wooden logs, but at least it is still a gas fireplace. Now, I don't think I'd have the mantle this high. I like a TV that's mounted a little bit lower so you don't get that crick in your neck, but they've got the built-ins on each side. They even have the, look at this. They've got the down lighting too. We don't have it clicked on, but they've got the nice little down lighting. So everything that Highland does, they snake around the corners, and so you won't have a door that's directly touching the main living area, and I think that's great. Now, if you didn't do the big slider doors down this wall over here, this would be the door that comes standard to get in and out of the back patio, but I'm telling you right now, you're gonna wanna add those sliders. You do have a half bath that's connected right off the main living area. And then this is gonna be your master suite. You've got 12-foot ceilings that kick up. And one thing we're seeing in a lot of their homes in the bigger size products is they almost give you like, it's not just a bay window, it's like a full extra seating area. So it really gives you an extra sitting space in the house where you can close that door up, you can throw the TV up on the wall and like get away from the kids. And in a house like this, chances are if you buy a 6-bedroom home, you've got kids, so you're gonna wanna close this door up and get away from them. Now this bathroom is massive. You're gonna hear a little bit of an echo because they've got tile everywhere. It's going all the way up the walls. Even these walls have tile, guys. This is definitely a nice upgrade. Really nice cabinetry. I like the kind of dual level here, quartz countertops, and you've got 2 showers in one. You've got 2 different sides. You got the waterfall, and then you've got windows bringing in light. You don't have any, don't worry, you got any nosy neighbors? Let me see. No, nobody can see in here. You're good, you're safe. And I do like when they put the shampoo nooks where you can't see them. It's really smart. So you can store all your shampoo and goodies. You got your toilet room, and then check this out. Really good closet. I appreciate when they spend the extra money, especially in a home at this price point, to have all of these different built-ins. So lots of storage in here. And I like when they define the closet, there's kind of a natural understanding that like, this is one spouse's side and this is the other's. So I don't know exactly where the dividing line will be, but at least it's not one big closet where your spouse can take up all of the space. We are always looking for features in homes that we haven't shown you before. And one of them that seems really simple is right here. We've got 2 half baths in this first floor. Now, usually you'll get a full bath that a bedroom will share, but you've got this half bath that kind of connects to the front of the house, and then you've got the one right before the master bedroom, and plenty of storage. So you've got a linen closet over here, and then underneath the stairs, you actually have this huge closet that sweeps all the way back. We're gonna go upstairs in a second, but you've got a whole other kind of hallway over here. And don't worry, no, this isn't a 3rd half bath. This is gonna be your laundry room. Pretty good sized laundry room, cool tile along the ground. And I love how much cabinet space they have and counter space, so plenty of room to fold. And then come on in here, everything you would want, including this deep soaker sink. Now, one thing I will say, Highland homes can get a little tight. That's what Keith means by compartmentalized. They'll do these kind of accents just to break it up. And I think it gives a lot of texture and dimension, but it does go from like really big to like really tight. This is gonna be your landing area. And because this is set up as a model home, this would actually normally be one of the 2 garages. This home actually has, I think this might even be a 4-car garage. It's got 2 separate garage bays on it. And then setting all the way back over here, you've got your second complete ensuite bedroom here on the first floor. And what's cool is this would be a great little in-law suite because right here, you've got a secondary entrance. So this connects through over to the other garage. So really cool, plenty of space right here. 10-foot ceilings, and then it's got its own shower and then a full-size walk-in closet. And we're just finishing up on the first floor. We still have a whole second floor to show you, but if you've got that in-law situation, or you might in the future, but you don't necessarily want to build like a whole next-gen home where they have their own suite, I would say this checks all of the boxes. It's gonna be great for guests or that older kid. Yes, we're seeing it a lot lately, those 24-year-olds that come back and move in with your parents. This is gonna be your setup right here. So call your parents, tell them you saw this YouTube video, and tell them to buy this house. This is definitely gonna be one of the prettier staircases and kind of entryways that invite you into the home that I've seen in any model homes here in Houston. I know everyone loves the Westin spiral staircase. I have that, but I'm gonna be honest, this is a couple of tiers above that. It's just classier. You still have the rounding, but this upgraded, just solid iron staircase, painted black metal, and all of the millwork, even with the wallpaper on the ceilings, very classy. And it gives you a really good view of the entrance, right? When people come into the home, it kind of gives them a landing space before it opens up. And over here at the top of the stairs, you got a sweet playroom here. You've got your pool table, you've got a poker table set up, and then even really tall ceilings on the second floor, which is hard to come by. And we'll show you all that here in a second. But I want to show you, there's 4 bedrooms up here on this second level. And the heater is on, folks. It's cold outside, but it is toasty up here. So if you're ever worried about the AC or the heat working in Highland homes, they definitely work. So we'll start down here. They are actually just showing off that there's so many bedrooms in this home, you could use it as a home gym or something. They've got this one set up that way. I'm not gonna show you my yoga poses. I don't even think I can, there you go, touch my toes. So these have their own bathrooms. So en suites. This gets a little tight in here, I'll be honest. You're kind of like running into doors. A little bit of a pinch point, but walk-in closet, shower tub combo, tile going all the way up to the ceiling, single vanity, and decent sized room. Tall ceilings on the second floor. Now the doors on the first floor are 8 foot tall. You're always gonna see this for the most part on second stories. The doors are more of a standard height. They'll go to 6'8". Good storage. Like I said back in the day, DVD closet these days. Just gonna put some blankets in there. And then this is a half bath. More half baths. We're not used to seeing this, guys. This is just a half bath for upstairs because this bedroom has its own dedicated full bath, walk-in closet. Keith, what am I doing? We don't even have the lights on for these folks today. This home gets great natural light. It's beautiful out. I kind of like the parallelism between upstairs and downstairs. You've got the same kind of vault going on in the ceilings, and it runs long ways. And come over here. This is what I'm talking about. The upstairs very much feels like its own space, but you do have this kind of connectivity over to the downstairs. What a beautiful home. Yeah, this is wild. And a lot of times they're trying to cram like small pool tables in where you couldn't actually use them. There is plenty of space in this home to actually play pool, actually play ping pong, hang out. You've got your TV room here. And keep in mind, there is a full dedicated media room downstairs. This is just a secondary space upstairs, you know, to hang out, let the kids have their own space. They did a mini bar setup, depending on the age of your kids. I don't know if I would suggest this much glass upstairs, but it is a cool concept. And I wanna tell you exactly where we are. I'm gonna take advantage of this gorgeous space because we are in Katy, Texas, but we're in a unique location. We're right off of Highway 99, which is gonna give you that convenient access in and around downtown. And I had a client recently make a good point. They're like, why would I want to live right on a toll road where I have to basically pay to live there? And to be honest, I thought about it for a second. I was like, you've got a good point. But the good news is here in Elyson, you don't have to take the toll road. You've got other roads that are going to give you alternate routes to get into Katy and to get up to Cypress. But I will say, you're going to fall in love with Highway 99. It's the least trafficked road with the highest speed limit anywhere in the Houston area. And you're gonna pay a price for it, but it's gonna get you where you wanna go. So you are in Katy, you go to Katy schools here in Elyson, but you're about 10, 15 minutes from Cinco Ranch, which is gonna have La Centera, which is your outdoor plaza for shopping, dining, and it really is one of the kind of best suburban marketplaces, outdoor shopping that you're gonna find kind of second to the Woodlands and Market Street. And that's just a few minutes away. You've got Katy Mills Mall. You also have Typhoon, Texas, which is your huge outdoor water park. And then you can also go the other direction to the Cypress outlets. You can go up to Town Lake. We'd love to eat it at Breezes up there. We've shown you that in some of our other videos. You've got the lake. You've got all of the restaurants that sit right there on the lake. And here pretty soon, what we're seeing is all of the commercial development getting built out right up at the front of Elyson along Highway 99. So we have a Target that's been completely built out, but you're gonna see that shopping center blow up over the next couple of years. As they build the homes here, it increases the demand for all that commercial shopping. And you know that when there's homeowners that are running their nice conveniences, they are going to build that commercial development for you. Now, what's crazy is we're not done. There are still 2 bedrooms in this 6-bedroom home. This is typically a 4,300 square foot floor plan. They've literally added every option to this house. So it's putting it up over 4,700 square feet. And this is my favorite decor. As you know, they've got the golf clubs. Oh my gosh. Normally they have them glued on. You're telling me these silly folks don't know better? I love it. We'll see if the balls are actually like glued in. Ah, see, they know better. They know better. All right, no trick shots in this video. I'm probably gonna buy that. Got the little Masters decorations, but these are good sized bedrooms. I feel like I just need to carry this as a prop now. Good sized bedrooms. Is this a queen or a full, Keith? Queen. Huge nightstands. I got a pointer now, this is great. And then walk-in closets. Every single bedroom so far has had its own bathroom. This is blowing my mind. And then walking through here, did you hear that squeak in the floor, Keith? Yeah, that was not me. That was a squeak in the floor. I heard you too. Huge bedrooms, queen size bed here, big walk-in closet, got the pink walls, and then its own ensuite bath. I wanna say there's 8 or 9 toilets just in this home alone. This is absolutely crazy. And they're gonna have some floor plans that are smaller than this. This is their biggest floor plan. Let's get you outside and I'm gonna tell you exactly what floor plans they build and how much they cost. I did wanna verify, you got 4-car garage here. This is not too common. And I wanna tell you exactly how much this home would cost because this one's got all of the bells and whistles. Now in their 80-foot products, they've got a wide range of square footages, starting at 3,200 square feet, which in my opinion, for an 80-foot product, you'd probably wanna build something a little bit bigger. But if you just want that big yard and you don't need all that house, they're gonna have that option. But you also have big boys like this, getting all the way up to almost 5,000 square feet with 6 bedrooms. It had like 8 bathrooms. You can have as many cars as you want. This place is massive. And their prices are going to start in the 7s, but let me be very clear because we don't want to be deceptive. That's the base price. Realistically, for one of their smaller homes, once you go to the design center and you pick out the wood floors and all that, one of their smaller homes on these big 80-foot lots, probably gonna come in around $900,000. And if you go with their largest and you pick out all the sliders and all the beautiful features with the wood beams on the ceiling like we saw in this one, you can get in the $1.2 to $1.3 million range. Now you don't have to spend that out here in Elyson. In fact, this is gonna be the most expensive product we're showing you today because it's the most expensive product out here. They have 17 different products with some of them starting as low as $300,000. We're about to go show you a modern, large, 2-story family home that's got a little bit better price tag on it, but it's a completely different style. It's not the same kind of classy style. It's more modern. It's that California, those clean lines. But if you don't want to spend in the 7, 8, 900,000, stick around to the end because we're showing you Westin's 45-foot product at the end of this video. And we've only shown it once or twice and clients are falling in love with it. And it's starting in the $400,000 price point. But first, I've got to show you this Newmark home. Every single home you see behind me here is a different model home here in Elyson, starting with their smaller 40-foot products going all the way up to the one that we just showed you. And with 8 different builders, building 17 different products, there really is something out here for everyone. So you're gonna gravitate towards whichever builder you like the most. You've got Perry out here. We've got Chesmar, which we're gonna be showing you inside of their model. You are definitely gonna wanna check out that one. That one caught me off guard. It's not what you would expect from the outside as soon as you walk into the living room, and I'll just leave it at that. We've got Brookfield Residential, which is a builder that's actually owned by the development company out here. We also have Taylor Morrison and Beazer. Beazer's building a pretty unique Duet Series product. And then we also have this unique courtyard product that we really don't see in too many other communities here in Houston. And yes, I mentioned we're gonna show you inside Westin's 45-foot product, but they are building their signature 60-foot product. They've got the Carter floor plan as one of their model homes, which we show you in a lot of our videos. And as you probably know by now, if you've watched our channel, I live in a Westin 60-foot product and I love it. And that's why we're not gonna show it because we show it all the time and we wanna show you that 45-foot product. And of course, we have Highland, who we already showed you, but they've got their 2 other products in their 55 and 65-foot products, Taylor Morrison, and last but not least, Newmark, which we're actually gonna go inside and check out right now. Now, starting outside, I do have to say Newmark has a completely distinct look and style from all of these other builders. It really kind of catches you off guard when you're driving down the street because it pops. It almost has a California modern, clean lines. They've got stucco on a lot of their exterior elevations. You're gonna have some different options, but one thing that's a staple of Newmark is gonna be their courtyards. They oftentimes build around courtyards and they're typically gonna give you multiple garages. So you've got your standard 2-car garage over there. You've got sliders that go over to a home office that open to this courtyard, and then you're gonna have your 3rd car kind of golf cart garage tucked in away over here. And one thing I do need to tell you about Newmark, they actually have a similar builder that's kind of inside of the company of Newmark that's a higher tier called Frederick Harris. And we actually sold their model home to a client from our YouTube channel not that long ago, and they absolutely love it. It was the model over in Sheldon Lakes in Bridgeland, about 15 minutes from here. So not only are we familiar with this product, in fact, we also built a Newmark home next gen product in Dunham Point for a client from our YouTube channel. But I say that just to let you know, we make these videos for you guys. And so if you see what you like in any of these, or you just have questions about moving to Houston in general, Don't be shy, do what we always say, just give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us a quick email, and that way we can actually start helping you guys make that smooth move right here to Houston, Texas. We know these builders, we know these salespeople, we do this every single day, and there's really not a better resource for you guys than to just reach out. We'll save you a lot of time and a lot of steps. So here we are. Newmark's gonna have a totally different style than any of the other builders. And I love this because they're not taking up all this space with like a fake wine room, but they've got this kind of cool display wine rack. Pretty interesting flooring here. You've got a wood look tile, but it's really small, and they've got it in this kind of herringbone pattern, kind of pulling you all the way into that great big family room. Starting here with the staircase, upgraded kind of iron staircase, railings here. I like it. It's black, it's sleek. It goes with kind of the theme of the clean lines that they have. And then you flip over here, you do have a formal dining room up at the front of the house. And then check these doors out. We're seeing these a lot lately, but they're the big solid black metal doors with the clear glass paneling. So not great for privacy, but great to bring natural light over into the house. And we'll circle back to that home office. I wanna just invite you guys straight into the house because this one's pretty cool. This is gonna be your living room. Plenty of space in here, huge living room. And check out those upper windows. You're getting all that light coming in. And one thing I haven't talked about are the lot options here in Elyson are pretty cool. So you've got some that are even gonna be situated on these nice lakes. Technically they're retention ponds, but they do sod them with grass. They look pretty good after a while once everything takes and the neighborhood's cleaned up. They're pretty nice. So if you want kind of a lake view, you're not staring right in at your neighbors. I don't know, does it come through on camera, Keith? Look, you can see through that big window, big 8-foot tall windows. And you just don't have neighbors staring right at you. Huge ceilings in here, so it completely opens up to the second story. Got your TV on that wall, and you have your gas fireplace. But it's not cornered, so they've got the TV set up over here on this wall, and then yeah, you've got this kind of cast stone, I guess hearth or mantle around this gas fireplace, which is nice. And then flipping around, I want you to see, now you're gonna see what we're talking about when we're talking about modern finishes in here. You've got your kitchen, and then your informal dining kitchenette area, because you got the formal dining room up over there. But check this out. We don't see cabinets like this very often. They almost have like a kind of high-end Scandinavian vibe to them. These lower pull tabs as opposed to your traditional cabinet hardware. And then we've got two different colors. Down here, you've got like just a stark white, and then up top, you've got kind of a natural mid-tone oak. We've got quartz countertops with waterfall edges, and then you also have your black quartz sink, which I absolutely love. A lot of clean lines in here, very sleek, stylish. Coming over here, you got 5-burner gas cooktop, and then same thing, we're seeing a pattern. We've only seen this really, in the past 6 months, where a lot of the builders are starting to take the countertops up as a backsplash, but then pretty cool, they mixed it up here. I will say you've got a couple different styles going on in here. You've got kind of this ultra modern, like I said, Scandinavian, but then you have shiplap. You got like a farmhouse wrapped vent hood right over here. You do have your pot fillers, and then flip around, you get a ton of natural light in here, and it really opens up. Coming out here into the backyard, not only is it a gorgeous sunny day and you're getting all that light inside, but you've got a really good sized back patio that's completely covered with 10-foot ceilings. And this is a good example of a 70-foot lot. Now, I will say this, because it's not closed in and it's wrought iron, it's really tough for you to judge the scale of a lot like this, but you've got 70 feet from that fence to that fence over there. So plenty of room to build your own pool if that's something that you're wanting to do. However, because this is the model home, we're actually just literally 100 yards away from the amenity center. They have great amenities in the neighborhood. So if you don't want a pool or you don't want to spend the money on a pool, you're going to still have access to all of the amenities that are here in the community. And so many of them are already built out. Right here, we're on the lake, and this is actually where they have the amenity center called Lakeside Landing. And it's called that for a reason, because it's perched up about 40, 50 feet above this gorgeous lake here. You've got 145 miles of walking trails throughout this community, which that is massive. I don't know if you've done the math on 145 miles. Like, it doesn't even add up in my brain. And so you've got a ton of hiking and biking options here. It's really pretty. They snake all throughout the community. And then up at the amenity center, you've got your fitness center. You've got a place to hang out. They've got community events all throughout the year that they plan. They've got the resort style pool as well as the lap pool for you to go up there and get your exercise. You can come down and catch an early morning water aerobics class. And then they even have this cool little sand pit. I haven't seen this in any other neighborhood. And they've got like dinosaur fossils in there for the kids to dig. And they have the one thing that I want in every master plan community, which is a splash pad. It is a must-have on those hot summer days for you to let the little ones run and cool off. They could be obsessed with it and play for hours, but you don't have to get in the pool if you don't want to. So you can sit under the shade while they go out there and play. You also have pickleball courts all throughout the community. You've got different pocket parks and playgrounds. So at any given time, you're just a few minutes away from really nice amenities that are located right here inside of the community. So I did want to highlight all of those because Elyson is a robust, really good size master planned community. So we actually have to go back through the living room to get to the master bedroom because this home's really wide and there's two different kind of wings of the home. So the master is set off the back left of the home, pretty good size. You go from 10 to 11 foot tray ceilings in here and it's super modern and you got these black walls, but then you've got these huge windows letting in a ton of natural light. Great bathroom setup, and here's what I love. Check out this closet. You've got really high-end built-ins, and they're using the extra space underneath the staircase. So even a little place tucked all the way back for your luggage potentially. And yes, that's a smaller closet, but the good news is you've got two in here. Huge freestanding tub. This is very similar to the layout of the bathroom I have at my house. I like it. It kind of gives you and your spouse your separate spaces. You've got all your own storage, huge shower, and we've got the bench. We love the bench, everybody. Dual shower heads. And we even have the nice back brush. I need to upgrade. Here you go. Come in here after a long day, take a nice deep breath, and you got two, and they're pointed, look, they've got them both angled, Keith, right at me here. This is great. So anyways, love it. Pretty big shower, actually. This is, I would say, a couple square feet larger than most that we see. And then what's behind door number one? We got toilet room. I'm gonna guess powder or linen closet. There we go. And then last but not least, come on in here. We've got your other closet. And I just love the built-ins. You got a full-size dresser, dress hanging rack, storage going all the way up to the ceiling. I guess they've got this as a his and a hers. You could fight over which one you get, but it is cool. You know, if you have to display your purses or something, they've got the glass paneling over here. So that is it for the master, but there is actually another bedroom right here on the first floor. Now we've got to snake back through the living room all the way to the other side of the home. And I like that because the person that's gonna stay over here is most likely a guest. It's probably not a kid's room and they're gonna have their own space. So coming off of the kitchen, you've got the connectivity down here to the formal dining room. So even though when you walk in, it feels like it's quite detached from the kitchen, it's not. You've got this little connection right over here. So it's gonna be easy to get through and serve. You could use this as kind of a hidden coffee bar to have your Keurig set up. You could also do that over here. And they've got a full wine fridge and extra storage. Store all your wine glasses up here, make it nice and pretty. Now this is gonna be kind of your staging area from the garage. The garage starts right over here. And then back over this way, you've got your laundry room. Pretty decent size. I do like that they've got the folding table up here, and then they're gonna have your kind of deep wash sink. Still these modern pull tabs on these cabinets, not used to seeing these 8-foot doors. And then you've got your 2-car garage, and then you've got the single car garage, which we showed you up front, that connects through to the courtyard. Now you've got your landing area here, got your beadboard on the walls, and then coming over here, this is gonna be a full ensuite. Great for guests, great for in-laws. They've got their own bathroom with the walk-in shower. So especially if somebody's like in a wheelchair or older in age, don't wanna go up and down the stairs, the shower is always nice for them to be able to get in and out of with ease. Queen bed fits nicely in here. You could even go king. You've got plenty of space. Those are huge nightstands. And whoever's over here does have a really pretty view, especially on this lot, not just into the backyard, but on this lot down to the pond. So on a nice pretty day like today, it gets a lot of light here into the house. Now, I want you to follow me because I want you to feel how this home flows. As we're about to head upstairs, there's still one more thing to show you. The home connects nicely through here. And before you go up the stairs to the staircase, you actually have a full home office tucked in down this hallway up at the front of the home. That's gonna have those glass sliders that open nicely over to this courtyard, and you've got your downstairs half bath located here. So it's super convenient use for everybody to be able to get in and out. And it's also cool too having these glass sliders on the study downstairs because you are tucked away. If you do have little kids, they're not gonna be able to bug or distract you like a lot of offices that are connected to the main living area. And if you need to step out for some fresh air, you don't have to come back through this hallway. You can actually just step right out onto the patio. So you've got a really pretty view when you walk into the home, shooting to the upstairs. And upstairs, you've got plenty of extra spaces. In fact, you're gonna have 3 bedrooms located up here. So you can take this hallway down. 2 of them right now they're using as offices, but as you can see, they've got a cool little study area with a desk set up. So great for the kids if they need a little extra space. And then this is one of the 3 bedrooms up here. They're all gonna be very similar in size. They have their own bathrooms in them as an upgraded option, and then a good walk-in closet over here. So 6'8" doors, 9-foot ceilings, and this is a full-size bed, but you could put a queen in these. A king would probably be a little bit too tight, but here's what I'll say. As soon as you walk across, you've got plenty of space upstairs. So you've got secondary living areas, and it doesn't spill over down into the lower levels. So you've got a game room in here. They've got it set up as a seating area, but you could do pool table, air hockey, foosball, all the things, you know, like we've pretty much seen everything in every staged model home at this point here in Houston. This is a nice upgrade. They've got it set up for 3 TVs. To me, doesn't make a ton of sense because check this out. You have a full media room over here as well. This is where I would have it set up. They've got surround sound. You can see the speakers built in. I don't see this very often. They use the slope and it almost looks like directional surround sound. Or like just a rom-com, just bawl your eyes out. You also have a back covered patio, which I think, especially building this floor plan on this specific lot, is a non-negotiable. It gives you really pretty views of these ponds. In fact, this is the best place to show you what it could look like if you did live out here. You got that gorgeous bridge over there. And then just off to the left behind me, that's actually the amenity center. So you've got the pool just right out of your back gate. You could throw a gate in too here out of this wrought iron. So if you wanted to go out and walk the dogs, you'd be able to come out here. And you even have a good amount of space up here on this second patio. As I mentioned, we don't see these too often, so it is cool to have some of the older kids be able to come out here and have their own space. These aren't gonna be included on every floor plan. This is one of their largest floor plans at 4,100 square feet. They actually start just over 3,000, and if you add all of the options on their largest floor plan, you'll get up over 4,600 square feet. But their prices are start a lot lower than what we saw over at Highland. They start about $200,000 lower, give or take. So they've got some inventory move-in ready homes right now in the $750,000 to $850,000 range. Now their base price on their smaller floor plans start in the 700s. I could see you with all of the options that Newmark features getting up over the $1 million price point if you were to go the dirt build route. But if you are trying to keep it in those $700,000 to $800,000, even $900,000 price range, and you're still wanting this big family home on a nice lot, you are gonna be able to actually accomplish that right here with Newmark. This is definitely the most unassuming home we have seen anywhere in the model home park, and that's why I had to show you. This is Chesmar's 60-foot product. And right before we go in here, I do have to tell you guys, like and subscribe on these videos. We make these videos for you. When you click those buttons, it helps us. It gets these out to more people so that they can learn more about the Houston area. But get ready. In fact, just follow me in here. This is a 60-foot product, but this is like a floor plan we have not seen before. It is so open and so cool. And it starts right here. Now, typically, this would be completely walled off, so it does feel a little bit more open, but with Chesmar, they have their design center right here in where the garage normally would be. So you're gonna be able to come in here, and if you do build from scratch, which we call a dirt build, you're gonna be able to pick everything out from your brick, to your countertops, to your cabinet colors, and everything in between, tiles, backsplashes, and all of that. But starting up here at the front of the home, nice wide front door, you've got your home office. So it's a dedicated home office, and it's completely separated from the main living area in this home, which is just huge. So great home office up at the front. You got the double doors, and you even have a cute little closet tucked over in the corner if you want to get some storage. Nice view out the front. Close these doors up and get you some privacy, but come on, we got to see this. Now, nice wide open hallways. I'm gonna turn around for you. You do have your half bath, but check this out. This is a 60-foot product, but this is one of the best one-story layouts I have seen. I just kind of want to get out of the way and show you how open it is. Huge living room, nice open kitchen, really great dedicated dining space, but then even over here, a little separate game room, playroom for one of the bedrooms. So very much an open concept. We'll start here in the kitchen, quartz countertops. You've got kind of I'm gonna call this grayish. You've probably heard the term grayish. It's gray and beige mixed. Grayish cabinets going all the way up to the ceiling. And then, I don't know this color. It's almost like a slate blue. kind of a mix between a blue and a green, but pretty cool. And guys, the prices here start in the 500s. I'll give you the exact pricing when we walk out, but definitely like probably the best bang for your buck out of any of the models we've seen is this floor plan. I love it. If I wanted a 1-story out here and didn't want to like blow my budget out of the water, I would buy this house. So nice appliances. They took the cabinets almost all the way up to the ceilings. You got the glass uppers to kind of showcase them off. And then this is pretty cool. We don't see this all the time. They took the countertops out over the edge, so you actually have room for an extra bar stool over here. So a huge kitchen island that really opens up to the living room. And then those cathedral ceilings kind of invite you all the way out to that back patio, and they added the sliders. So huge dining area. I love that they did a square table. I haven't seen this very often. This isn't necessarily like a home feature, but the designers that picked everything out to go in here did a really good job here, because you have an 8-seater square table. Really don't see this every day. Lots of natural light. You got a pretty cool chandelier hanging down over this, but I like it. It's all one room, it's all connected, but you got this dedicated little space over here. Now this is where you'd come in from the garage, and this is your little landing area, but huge walk-in pantry. That's what you want in a big family home. You've got your oven tucked in over here with your microwave, and then you got your little secret coffee bar. But check this out. You even have a little hidden study. So not only do you have the home office, but if you're just trying to get your bills done, you can have your junk drawer right here. Nice place to post up, get some work done, and then you have your laundry room tucked over here. So fits full-size washer and dryer, not a huge laundry room, and then this would be where you come in and out from the garage. So coming in here to the main living area, this is really the wow factor in this home. It's just so open, huge ceilings. You're going from, so you've got 12-foot ceilings in this main living area, tons of canned lighting. It's really bright, nice and open, and then these cathedral ceilings running all the way down to these sliders. I love that they took this tile up to the ceiling. Pretty interesting layout here. It is a pass-through living room, so you would naturally walk this way to get to this side of the house and around the sofa, but they gave you enough room where you could put a big sectional in here, and you're not really like blocking off your natural walkways throughout the house. Now this is an electric fireplace. We've seen these a lot lately. Let us know your opinions on these. We've been asking a lot lately. Curious what you think. Do you think it's cool? It definitely adds a little bit of flair to the place, but I just like that gas. So we've got pretty much wings of the house that we can go off of everywhere here, but what I want to do, because it's just so pretty outside, so I want to show you outside. So check out these sliders. Sliders in homes that we see here usually range from about $10,000 to $15,000 for that upgrade. Totally worth it. I mean, look at this. It completely opens the home up, and just as you back up, you'll just see everything's open. So you've got an outdoor kitchen here. This is definitely an upgrade. Gas burner, woo-wee, and it is bright and sunny out here. Now, anything past this line here is an upgrade. This wouldn't come standard from the builder, but we probably could get them to do the outdoor kitchen with a custom dirt build, upgraded outdoor ceiling fans. And now they've got the wall outlets, so you can mount a TV out here. Good layout for that. It'll be protected and completely covered. And if you've never had a TV on your patio, fun fact, you don't have to go spend $2,000, $3,000 on the really high-end outdoor TVs. We've got like a $400, $500, I believe it's a Samsung, and we've had it outside 3 years, no issues, as long as it's covered up. We don't have a cover on it, and it's been totally fine. Just don't let it get too close to the edge where it can get rained on, and you're not gonna have any issues. Yeah, we did the math. It was actually cheaper to like let 3 TVs die outside than to even buy one of the outdoors. All right, so we're gonna start here. This is the master bedroom, and each bedroom is kind of off the section of the main living area. So each kind of corner of the square, basically, but huge room. Probably more space than any of the masters we've seen today, actually. And this is the cheapest home we've shown you today. So massive ceilings, 10 to 11 foot, maybe taller. And great natural light coming in here. I don't see this very often. I don't even know what this is. It's just like an extra step around the bed. You know, you see those like dog ramps for people that are dog lovers. I don't have dogs, they don't sleep with me for sure, they never would, but this would be a cool little bed for that. Coming in here, huge walk-in shower right when you come in. I love the tile. I like this kind of black, gray, and then they've got your bench. And then the vanities are split. Now check this out. This is a quartz, but it's almost like a flat texture to it. And I like the contrast. Not everything's super white in here. You've got kind of darks, you've got lights, you've got medium tones with this grayish cabinetry. It kind of pulls all of them together. Now, huge freestanding tub. Guys, based on the orientation of the home and how pretty it is out today, these windows bring in a lot of light. So you can't even really tell that the lights are on in here because that's just absolutely blinding. You got toilet room, and then the closet is a pretty nice layout. So pretty good size, well-defined spaces. It flips around over there. And then I always appreciate a good mirror. I will say this is a little weird. This isn't centered on this walkway. It kind of bugs me a little bit, just me being picky. But you kind of like, as you're walking up, yeah, okay, you can catch yourself in the full mirror. But anyways, this is the master, but we've actually got to loop back through over this way, and then it spits back out and we come right across, and then this is gonna be one of the other bedrooms. Now, because it's a 1-story, everything lives right here on this first floor. So we've got a second downstairs bedroom, plenty of room, queen size bed off the back of the house. It's good views. You do have a walk-in closet, and then it's gonna connect through over here with this bathroom. So this bathroom is gonna snake through over to the third bedroom. So both of them are gonna share that bathroom, but you do have 8-foot doors, 10-foot ceilings, huge walk-in closet. This one's even bigger. And you got B-ball on the wall. B-ball. You got B-ball, Keith. Now, because it's a 1-story, yeah, it's kind of a awkward flow on camera to get to the different places, but normally when you're living in a house, you're not gonna walk to every room in an order. I think from a livability standpoint, it's great. Everybody kind of goes to their own corner, gets their own space, and then comes back out here to hang out and congregate. Extra coat closet tucked in here. Got shelves for linen, closets. I like that they did this. So this makes a lot of sense. This is where you're gonna bring in your Wi-Fi, you run your security and everything. A lot of times they'll put these in one of the bedroom closets, but it actually makes a lot more sense to put it in the center of the home so that that Wi-Fi can spread out. Because sometimes when you've got it tucked in a bedroom closet, like upstairs, you're gonna have to get Wi-Fi boosters to create that mesh network throughout the house. You're not gonna have to do that more than likely with a home this size with that. Now, this is what I'm excited about. 1-stories need secondary living spaces because there's just one floor. And as cool as this big open area is, to me, this is a feature that's a non-negotiable. And I love that it has it. It's like a secondary playroom for the kids. I would probably put like a big barn door here. Let me just see which wall you could put it on. But I would have a big barn door mounted out here that kind of slides and closes so that you can kind of enclose the noise over here, keep it away from those other bedrooms. And then you do have a 4th bedroom here. It's got its own bathroom, plenty of closet space, queen size bed. I love this house. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments, am I crazy or is this your favorite one too? But I think it checks all of the boxes, and it also checks the boxes on price. Now, before I tell you price, we actually have something super exciting in today's video. This is our first time doing this. We actually have our first product sponsor, guys. And today it is Perrier, straight from their refrigerator in there. We don't actually have a product sponsor, but it's always nice when the builders hook it up and have more than just water. I don't know if you can tell, I'm trying to catch my breath making these videos for you guys. It's a lot to tell you, so it's nice to get a refreshing beverage. Now on to what you really care about. Let's talk prices. You see it says low 500s on their sign. That is accurate, but that is the base price. That's where their smallest floor plans start. That's not where they end up. Now they've got a lot of inventory homes, which if you don't know what an inventory home is, it's a move-in ready home that's on the ground that you could buy today. It's either completed or it'll be done in here in just a couple of months. And the prices on those are gonna be in the mid to high 500s, all the way up to the mid 600s. And so if you like what you saw here, you can get into a home very similar to this, right around $600,000, which in the scheme of everything we've seen in the neighborhood, I really think is one of the best values. But we still have one more home that I think is gonna check a lot of boxes for people watching. So thank you for sticking around. You're gonna be glad you didn't miss this one because we've shown you Westin homes. We show you their 60-foot product, which is right next door all the time. I live in a Westin, but they have a new 45-foot product that delivers on a lot of the iconic Westin characteristics that people fall in love with, but comes in at a lot lower price tag. So let's go over there and we're gonna show you that Westin. Now, I think one of the things that makes Westin iconic and really memorable is right when you walk into their homes, you're always gonna see one of their spiral staircase. Now, it looks a little different in their 45-foot product, but I like that they're still delivering that as soon as you come in. Now, the difference is it doesn't completely open up to the main living area, which I actually appreciate. I have one of the few Westin floor plans that the upstairs doesn't spill over into the downstairs, and I really appreciate it. So as you come into the front, you actually have your 2-car garage and your landing area here, and it flows nicely. You've got some storage under the staircase, and then right over this way is gonna be one of your front bedrooms. So you've got your full bathroom, and your first bedroom on the second floor is tucked up. So you do have two bedrooms on this first floor. You've got your laundry room, but I'm kind of skipping ahead to the cool part. I think this is a very unique floor plan and a really cool feature to have that oftentimes Westin does in their larger 1-story floor plans. We've shown you their Lindy floor plan and their Lorraine floor plan, which are their very popular 1-stories. Now, typically Westin's known for their 2 stories, but I thought it was cool when they built this 45-foot product to give you their 2 most iconic features, which is the spiral staircase and then the cathedral ceilings from their 1-stories. You've got the sheetrock beams that they painted a 2-tone that give it a really cool look and feel, but you still have all of the classy, elegant finishes in a Westin home. It's just a little bit smaller. Most of their floor plans in the 45-foot product are going to be in that 2,400 to 2,600 square foot range. And as you know, once you get into their 50-foot products, most of those start at 3,000 and go up from there. But here in Elyson, they're only building this 45-foot product and they're 60, so there's no other size options available. So you've got a 4-burner gas cooktop slide-in range, so the oven's gonna be down below, microwave's right up above, all white cabinetry here, and then they 2-toned it over on the kitchen island. I do like they got the double pull-out trash can, so you got your trash and recycling, and then big, deep porcelain farmhouse sink with the spillover edge. Black hardware, looks super nice, and then they've got you the window. So you're getting some natural light where you can stare nicely directly at your neighbors who are also washing their dishes about 10 feet away. So one of the cons of master plan communities, let's just be very honest, is that all of the homes are built on 5-foot build lines, and that means that the edge of the house is 5 feet from your property line, which means the next house is another 5 feet. So even on their 80-foot products, you're still gonna have a neighbor 10 feet away. If you don't like that, neither do I. Tough luck. Good luck finding a home that you really love that's new in a master plan community. It's just how they do it. So really it comes down a lot more to lot selection. And so when you reach out to us, we can walk you through all of these nuances, because if it is important for you to not stare out at a neighbor, we can actually plan that out by waiting for the next phase of development, figuring out which builders are gonna get which lots. And I waited 5 months for my lot in my development with Westin, and I'm so glad I did, because I've got a flared out lot on a cul-de-sac, my neighbors aren't staring into my windows, I look out into a green belt, and so there are ways around that in these master plan communities. You just need to think through it a little bit more. So now I've got this open concept in my house. I like it. I like the informal dining connected over here to the kitchen island, and then it just carries all the way through. One thing I wish Westin did that they don't do, or I haven't seen, is I do wish they did some sliders along this back wall. It would be super cool. I don't see that in any of their homes, but you do have a covered back patio. So just a standard door, it pops through, and decent sized patio. Not as big as what we've seen, but neither is this house. It's 2,600 square feet. And it's a whole lot cheaper, which we'll tell you about here in a minute, because the prices out here are great and they have a lot of inventory on the ground. Right now, Westin is not doing dirt builds. And so a dirt build would be, you come out here, you pick the lot, you pick the floor plan, and you pick everything out. They're not doing that right now. Unfortunately, that's just not an option with them, but they've got plenty of move-in ready inventory homes on the ground, and they're gonna look and feel very similar to the model home. In fact, this model home, as opposed to some of their bigger ones, doesn't have as many upgrades in it. So you just have a little bit of different colors and accent walls, but overall, most of their inventory homes are gonna look and feel very similar to what you see here. Now, this room is adequate size. You got a king bed, you got plenty of space, the tray ceilings. It does have the patio off of the windows of the master bedroom, so you still get good natural light in, but my home is like this. It's actually kind of nice because you're not getting like blinded in your master bedroom. And as we flip through over here, even though it's a smaller product, it still has a very similar feel in the bathrooms to their 60 foots, just a little bit tighter. So instead of the vanity being spread out on the other side of the freestanding tub, they're next to each other here, but you still have the same tub and then a little bit smaller shower than what we're used to seeing over in their 60-foot products. Now you got a toilet room tucked in, and then the closet is a pretty good size. Something you would expect in a 2,600 square foot home. We've definitely seen some larger closets in some larger Westin homes, but those are gonna be in their larger products. Now, another thing I love that Westin's pulled over as a feature in their 45-foot products are gonna be these grand rotundas. You've got the multiple stair steps, tray ceilings in a circle. To be honest, the sheetrockers, in my opinion, are complete artists because I don't know how they do these so well. In fact, I was watching them build our home and we've got this, and they actually drop a line all the way down from the center. And these guys are using like geometry witchcraft to get this thing perfect. I don't know how they did it, but it looks great. But there's one feature that Westin wasn't able to carry over from their bigger products into the 45, and it did make me a little bit sad, and that's going to be the media room. They don't have media rooms in all of their floor plans. So you've got a game room upstairs, which is really nice. However, what I do like about most of the other Westin floor plans is that typically they'll have a secondary media room space. Now, upstairs bedrooms, I would say, are very standard size. Westin is kind of known, even in their 60-foot products, for not having huge secondary bedrooms or huge closets. It's just not where they allocate the space. You do have a nice walk-in attic here. So here in Texas, we don't use basements to store stuff. All of the mechanicals for the home are gonna be located in the attic, and that's also where you're gonna store a lot of your kind of seasonal attire as well as your seasonal decorations. Now, this is a full bath with 2 vanities, and this is going to serve these 2 bedrooms over here. Now, downstairs, I said it was set up as a bedroom. You could use that as a home office because this could be a 5-bedroom home, or it could be 4 bedrooms with an office. You've got 3 upstairs, the master bedroom, and then that flex space. They've got it set up as their office for their salesperson here at Westin. I would probably use it as a home office as well, and then use these upstairs bedrooms as the 3 kiddos rooms. Now, pretty good walk-in closet on this bedroom, I will say. That's what we're hoping for. That's what we're looking to see. And then last but not least, the 5th and final bedroom, and an even bigger walk-in closet. I love when they put the windows in the closets, just get you a little bit more room. And there's plenty of space in here. This is a full-size bed. You could go queen. But overall, let me know what you think. You've seen the Westin 60s. Maybe you haven't. If you haven't, go check out some of our other videos. But this is the Westin 45. And I think your jaws are gonna drop when I tell you exactly how much this home costs. So despite its smaller size, I think the Westin 45 still has a very nice curb appeal and just a lot of similarities that we see in their larger products. Now, as far as pricing is concerned, there aren't similarities. These are a lot cheaper. It's always been very difficult to get a Westin home under $500,000 anywhere in the Houston area. And typically these master plan communities, depending on the amenities and the actual location, you can get the same exact floor plan, same builder, same home in one neighborhood, and it can cost one thing and it could be $100,000, $150,000 more in another area. So these 45-foot products start at 2,476 square feet, and they only go up to 2,600 square feet. So it's a very small range, and you're just gonna have micro tweaks amongst their different floor plans. They're all gonna feel very similar, but so are their prices. So their lowest price right now is right around $475,000 before any incentives. I will tell you this, we sell a ton of Westin homes. So if you do call us, we know a couple tricks actually to get these prices down. And then even their most expensive home is only gonna be about $15,000 more, around $490,000. And so they know exactly what they're building. Westin's dialed in when it comes to that. And they do not make any design changes for you. So what you see is what you get, and that's the same way for the most part with the price. Now, if you're looking at some of these homes and you're wondering, okay, maybe I'm not quite sold on this area yet, be sure to check out this video. It's right down the road. It's another neighborhood that I think you're gonna want to check out. And as always, if you're thinking about moving here, don't be shy. We make these videos just for you guys. So give us a call, shoot us a text, send us a quick email, or fill out that survey in that top comment down below, and we would love to help you guys make a smooth move right here to Houston, Texas.